Hello, good evening, everybody. It's March 25th. It's about 5:45 p.m. and I know there's been a lot of messages on email and Teams, Canvas, and I just want to give one more message, add it to the pile, saying a few things and hopefully answering a few questions. A few things that I want to say about the last 2 weeks. It's been an interesting time to be very connected in front of a computer screen. Today I was in front of a screen from about 8:30 until 2:30. That certainly is different and bizarre. And I needed to go outside after all of that and watch my kids ride bikes where I could see them 6 feet away from everybody. So it's a strange time, and I want you to understand, I think I have an appreciation for that. The district has an appreciation for that. And you taking care of you and your family is the number one most important thing, and there's nothing else even close to that. Take care of yourself and do things that that you need to do to unplug and be yourself and be happy. There will be more updates coming as you want them. I know some of you want more information and wish that there was more answers. Everything I'm going to say right now, nothing is 100%. So I want that on the front of this video. I'm going to give you some things that are not 100%, and I don't know when they will be. So are we coming back April 13th? Maybe. Are we coming back in early May? Maybe. Are we coming back not at all? Maybe. It's all up in the air. And I think you've been asked to enter some grades, and I think you need to start from the lens of what if we don't come back? What can you put in the grade book right now? Let's say you put things in, and what grade can you live with if that is the final grade? Based on what you saw through the third quarter, which ended right before spring break on that Friday the 13th, evidence that you've got, what can you live with? You have to start there. I know people have been asking, I've got an incomplete, topic. What do I do? Some of you have completed 4 or 5 topics. Some of you have completed 1.5. So it's not equitable. It's not fair for me to give an answer, or for the admin team or instructional coaches or Matt Smith of the district to give answers to those questions. They have to be fair for what you can live with from an educator. Now, again, nothing's 100%. We're pivoting to focus on seniors. There was a couple meetings today. What would it look like for seniors to get a computer? Great. What if they don't have Wi-Fi? Could we partner with Mediacom for these free 60-day passes? Maybe. Can Polk County step up and help? Can Mayor County step up and help? Can we drive yellow school buses around, park them in neighborhoods, put Wi-Fi on them, and allow neighborhoods to connect? Maybe. All of the things are being talked about, and none of the conversations I've had have been bad. I just think I need patience. Every principal needs patience. Every administrator, teacher, everyone needs patience. We got to go slow and not overcook it, to ramp up the expectations to a point that aren't equitable or fair. Instantly, you got to think about ELL students, IEP students, and can they get the services that they deserve to be successful in this time? Dramatic pause, right? Advanced placement students are also ELL students and IEP students. Advanced placement students, Central Academy, Central Campus, DMAC. DMAC has led out some very interesting guidance in the last 24 hours about what high school age students should be doing. That's going up the food chain pretty quickly. So there's a lot out there. If you teach a DMAC credit class, hold tight and we'll know more soon. When is prom? When is graduation? How about multicultural night? I think we're going to have a graduation ceremony. I have no idea when. I think we're going to have a prom at some point. I don't know when. Multicultural night is probably a very big maybe, and there's some people meeting tomorrow. Tim Johnson, John Johnson, and some others. I know we're going to connect to talk about that because it involves a lot of schools in our feeder pattern and how can we pull that off. Again, I was excited about today's conversation about seniors, laptops, Wi-Fi. Mike Luke and Amanda Dvorak are willing to help. The district will have to come up with some guidance. We have laptops in this building, but we don't want to give them to kids if they don't have Wi-Fi. And it's just, a hope, and not exactly something that is reliable and can actually help students get work done. So I'm going to send an email here in just a second. It's going to have an example from Matt Smith. I get at about 5 p.m. every day, get an update from Matt. The principals do. I pass on things that I think are really important for everyone to know. Today has an example of a teacher who asked kids to do no red ink and do some online practice, and it will be scored. I think the word grade is used in there, and it's a no-no. For right now, it's don't do that. The state of Iowa has pretty clear code. Schools and states and teachers that are expecting kids to do things now for grades. I'm speaking for myself here, but legally, that's a very bizarre world to enter into. At the same time, I believe we should be able to reassess for January, February, March work. That's what I would want for my own kids if they were seniors in high school, juniors. We're all trying to look at things through that lens. What do we want? What do we want for our own kids? Some of the people I'm on meetings with have kids in DMPS that are being impacted by this. So we have all the mindsets and angles covered, I think, for conversation. But for now, let's use the online learning tools that the district sent out as our home base and our lens, and let's focus on ourselves as teachers. I know other great questions that have come up are, what about those kids that need us and need SEL from us? I know I spoke with Deb Larkin the other day, and she had delivered food to some kids about a week ago. That's great. It's wonderful that Deb did that. Teachers have set up some online chats and some conversations. That's wonderful. I have a few students emailing me, not a lot. Couple on Twitter that are looking for some answers and some updates, but I think I'm going to push out more messaging to families starting tonight because school was supposed to start, tomorrow. Let's remember that spring break, we're supposed to be at conferences right now out there, and we're not able to do that, and it's heartbreaking, but school was supposed to start tomorrow, so we still have time to think and get our messaging right from a district. So I have trust in Tom and Susie and Matt and the whole team, Noel, Sarah Doherty, people, really, really brilliant people are working so hard to get us answers. And so we keep asking questions. Every time you ask a question to us, it's being evaluated, discussed. If we can't figure it out, we're moving it up the food chain. Keep using Teams as a way for that SEL for us. Let's post happy messages, fun messages, grading from your couch, watching your kids ride a bike. Anything is good for that Teams section, and we'll keep our more professional stuff on Canvas and email. And just keep looking forward to connecting with you. I water the plants around the office. Plants are looking good. There's a custodian, I find out who is taking good care of the plants. Laura Negretti, your plants look better than they ever have. And that's not because of you. Sorry. Love you, Laura. But whoa, you know how to kill some plants. All right, everybody. Always a great day to be a polar bear. Miss all of you. Miss these students. And I look forward to normal returning, and take care of yourselves. Love you. Have a great night.